Hello, everyone, and welcome to Living in Faith. I'm your host, Giovanna Tardarone.
And I am your co-host, Pablo Sanchez.
Hello, Pablo. Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about the power of gratitude and how it can shape our reality and our life. So, Pablo, what are you grateful for today?
I am grateful because my daughter is starting a new job.
Beautiful.
Uh, eh, Her journey has been one eh, of mockery. It's been everything. My daughter was had a speech impediment when she was born, and then when they used to take her for speech classes, the kids, bullies, they used to make fun of her. Nonetheless, she would
Mm,
just walk up with a little attitude, like, I'm not going to let you, get the best of me. And she would go and then she would go into her classes. Next thing you know, she did not have many friends. So what happens is a book for her books became her best friends. And a book that would be this thick, next thing it was this big because she put stickies everywhere. Everything was important to her.
yeah.
Well, long story short, she graduated with honors. Then went on to Syracuse University, graduated with honors at Syracuse University, and then she went on to NYU, got her master's degree, and just a couple of years out, 3 years out of school, and now she's starting with a six-figure salary. So that is it. So whatever was meant to harm her, the ridicule is all what you do with what you do have. It's about being grateful with what God has given you. So
Yes.
I would say that my daughter now, looking back, she looks at the time that she was able to get a one-on-one with a teacher to help her overcome this, and then how she was able to overcome everything that she did. She became grateful. She found thankfulness. She was grateful for what she had. She did not focus on what she was missing. She did not focus on the fact that I cannot speak like everybody else. I can't do this. That's a completely different. So, gratitude is not merely acknowledging the good in our lives. It is also an intentional mindset that can elevate you. It's what the
Absolutely.
Bob Proctor would call is the law of attraction, right? The law of attraction. If now I'll tell you another story. I had a client that came in here, and the client, she's all sad, and I could unapproachable, completely unapproachable, but the lady is in real estate. Now, so I tell her to look at herself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. If you're selling a property, would you give it to this person? And she says, no, no. All right, then put on your happy face. Find something that you're grateful for. Your kids are here. You're surrounded with your kids. Everything else is going on for your life. Find things that you're grateful for. Change your attitude. Next, you know, you will be attracting the business. Last year, she had an awesome, awesome year, and she talks about my show, what I do. And she says I have been an integral part of her life, and it's just changing everything, changing your focus into what you do have and then
Yes.
focusing what you're lacking. Similarly, I had another client. The client comes in and she's talking. She's missing this in her life. She's lacking that in her life, and I'm asking her to, invite God into her life. Show God how grateful you are for things. Would you believe this lady? She says that so that she asks God for money, and then once God gives her the millions of dollars, she's gonna pay somebody to pray for her. I mean, where is your mind? Where is your mind? I mean, she just chopped my head off with that one. I could not understand it. I could not understand that because a lot of people that come in here, they said to me, yeah, I'm lacking this, I'm lacking that, I don't have, and then I'm trying to insert in them some faith. And let them know that, even before God created the universe, right? Now, but the thing is that He created us before He created the universe. So He knows the past, present, and the future. He has the best intentions for us, everything for us.
I
Completely.
think I think Pablo, excuse me for interrupting, but just going back to the story with this lady, it just brought a thought to mind. I believe that most of us think that God is up in heaven somewhere. And so, because he's out there somewhere, we can ask other people to do things for us. Well, it's first God is within us, right? We have to feel the connection. And when we don't feel the connection, then there's a separation. And when there's a separation, just like if you were to separate a family, right? There's unpeace, there's fear, there's worry. So if we can connect and be grateful, because when we're grateful, we're acknowledging what we received from our heart. We feel it in the heart, right?
And that's what you're going to attract. So it's
Yes.
similar to what I was saying before. I had said in the previous show, the power of prayer. The power of prayer
Yes.
is knowing that God is listening to you. He already knows your wants
Mm,
even before you ask them. So the idea is really to ask him one time, just one time. You ask God one time. Why do you ask him just one time? Because you trust in him. You trust in his faithfulness, and you know that he's going to give it to you. He is your heavenly Father. My daughter had a need. My daughter had a need. The one that started in college, she had a need. So I took care of it for her like that. But she didn't even finish the sentence, and I took care of it like that. Then I followed up with her a couple of days later. Says, sweetheart, you saw how quickly you did not even finish asking me, and I gave it to you. That's me, your earthly father. Think about what your heavenly father will do for you. He and she's like, "Wow, Daddy, wow, it's completely amazing." But once
yeah.
again, going back to prayer, when you start with prayer and you only ask God one time, that's you're saying in your own, whatever's impossible for me is possible for you, and you can do it all. Here it is. If you continue nagging him with the same thing, you're saying, God, I need to remind you
Hmm.
again that I need this because, I have not received it, right? What's going on here? He says, no, no, no. It is in his perfect timing. It is not when you say it is not when you say or anything like that. Maybe if you were to get it right here, right now, you're not going to get exactly what you need. So it is in His perfect timing. God is in complete control of this thing. Okay, so uh, really getting into gratitude is thanking God about the things that are yet to come. Thanking God because He has taken care of it for you. As I said, ask him one time and then get straight into gratitude. When you get into gratitude, you're already saying, God, I leave it all in your hands. And I know that you have already created everything that I need. Thank you very much, God. And you go in there, and then you might be still in this, you're going to be in the same position that you are, but you change your attitude to gratitude. You begin thanking for all the things
That's
that you
right.
already have. You're going to start attracting that. Next, you're going to forget about that little want that you have and things like that. You will forget it because all you're thinking about is all the good things. And before you know, one day you're going to see that, wow, it's all gone. This is me. And I often do this to clients when they come in here. I have had clients. It's a lifetime of a service for myself. I have clients that they come in here, they're saying they're getting divorced. And I'm the first one that jumps out. Congratulations. All right. Yes, I'm so happy for you. You don't know. It says 1 year from now, when you come here, you have the biggest smile on your face, and all of this is gone. That's the spirit of gratitude, knowing that God is taking something away from you because it's not good for you anymore. It has surpassed this. It's not good for you right now. God has something better waiting for you. Something that's not going to cause you, you know, unhappiness. Right? Something that's going to make
Right.
you very very happy. So, eh, everything that we have to focus on being grateful. By myself being grateful is right now asking God one time and knowing that 1 year from now everything has already changed and you already have received what you're looking for. But it's very tough. It's very tough when we're going through the process. When we're going through the process, just like the lady over here. Yeah, yeah, Pablo, you're telling me this, but who's going to pay the rent now? That's what the lady says. Who's going to pay the rent now? I can want all I want. I can have all the faith. I have the faith. I have the faith. But who's going to pay the rent now? I ask you. You're telling me you have the faith, but you're asking that question. You have faith is knowing that has already been taken care of. And what I say to you is this: the same God that you're going to ask for $300 for the rent, the same God that you ask for the $3,000, and He will give the same thing to you. So when you ask big. Be grateful for
So,
everything that you have. When you're lacking something, find something that you're grateful for. Just stick to that and give that energy. Once you have that energy going on with you, you will your whole attitude will change, and you start
I
attracting
agree.
that you're lacking.
So when you mentioned Bob Proctor, and that's the first person that came into my life to help me really start to think differently, right? And one of the things he said is every morning, write just three things you're grateful for. And I just want to show everyone what I do in the morning. So here's my gratitude journal, right?
That's right.
And I'm going to show you if you can see the date,
Yes, 21, 5, 11, 21,
21, right?
7, 11,
And
21.
I have not stopped. And I do three things I'm grateful here. And then I have my journal that I write everything that happened to me, everything that, came into my life that I'm grateful for. And this is, and you know this, I don't have to say it, but we open up when we're grateful for what we already have, we open up the doors to receive more. But if we become the victim of life, and we hate everything. We hate this one, we hate that one, we hate our job, and we cursing everything out that we don't like in our lives because we're creating what we have in our lives, and we have to acknowledge that. How can God give you more? Like you said with your child, she came to you and asked for something, and you gave it to her immediately. If she came to you and said, "Dad, I hate you," this, that, and made you feel like bad, you're not going to give her anything more if
Well,
she's not going to be
stop
grateful.
right there. Stop right there, because you said something very key. Because when I first got divorced, those were the words that now from my daughter, and then I changed everything around. My name is Sammy, my love, the love of my life. Whenever I answer a phone call from her, Sammy, my love, the love of my life. So I switched everything around. I could have gone the other way.
Mm,
I'm the father. How could you? No, 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 no. I know that I have to be the bigger person, and now we have the most beautiful relationship ever. This
yeah.
morning I did a great prayer for her for starting her new job. Completely amazing. Yes, yes, Gigi. Yes,
Yeah. So, starting out the morning, back to that, when I write my goal statement, because we all should have goals in life, it's I'm happy and grateful now that, and those words are embedded in my DNA because I never used to start my morning like that. I used to start my morning rushing. I barely could drink a cup of coffee, run out the door and get the kids to daycare and, just think about everything that's going on outside of me, but never really stopping to connect with what's inside of me. And that's where I think life just transforms when you take that approach of no, let's be grateful that we're here breathing, right? That we're here, that we open up our eyes. I keep saying it, 33,000 people every day do not wake up.
Gigi. What you're talking about is working at a complete different frequency right now. The
Yes.
frequency of gratitude. Now, when when you gratitude, when you when you're in harmony with gratitude, if you will, your whole perspective changes. Everything changes, and definitely fear, all these things,
Right.
they all go away because is such a great force that no,
Yes.
no, no, no. It's the dark side and the light side, if you will. Turn on your light, right, Gigi? Turn on your light.
That's
All
right.
darkness goes
Well,
away. That's the way
I
it is.
don't I don't think it's an accident that gratitude and God both start with a G. So, you know,
Or
I think
Giovanna.
or Giovanna for that matter. But there is a reason for all of this. But let's switch over to our friends and tell them what we said in Spanish.
Ok. Muy buenas. Estamos hablando sobre la gratitud. La gratitud no se trata solamente de reconocer lo bueno en nuestras vidas, es una mentalidad intencional que puede elevar nuestros pensamientos, acciones y nuestro bienestar. Cuando cultivamos la gratitud, aprovechamos una frecuencia de energía positiva que resuena no solo dentro de nosotros, sino también en el mundo que nos rodea. Aquí en mi oficina entran diferentes gentes y, vamos a decir, diferentes espíritus con auras diferentes. Yo tuve aquí una señora que vino acá y la señora estaba que necesitaba esto, necesitaba el otro. Y yo traté de cambiarle el enfoque para que tenga un poquito más de fe. Entonces, hablando de la fe, ella dice, Pablo, tengo fe. Yo tengo fe, Pablo, pero la fe no me paga la renta. Pablo, entonces estaba yo dándole contra una pared porque la señora no quería comprender que tener fe es saber que Dios Dios le está escuchando todo lo que dice y Dios le va a dar todo, sino que es a su debido tiempo, en el tiempo divino de Dios, no es en el tiempo que cuando nosotros lo necesitamos. Es como tiene que hacerlo. Todos tenemos una escasez, todos queremos tener amor, todos queremos tener dinero, todos queremos tener un mejor trabajo. Todo eso de ahí es algo que querer para mí, por mi parte, he aprendido que eso es del demonio. El demonio es que quiere que nosotros no estemos satisfechos con lo que tenemos. Entonces, lo que estaba haciendo con gratitud es cogiendo la gratitud, encontrando lo que nosotros tenemos y agradecer a Dios por lo que nosotros ya tenemos. O sea, sí nos falta el dinero para la renta, no estamos diciendo que lo que nos falta estamos ahí, pero la cosa es cambiar nuestra actitud y ponernos en una actitud de agradecimiento. Si usted en la mañana se levanta con agradecimiento, entonces usted ya está cambiando su mentalidad automáticamente y está en agradecimiento y necesita quedarse en eso. Entonces, bajo sus oraciones, cuando usted hace su oración, usted también entre agradeciéndole a Dios porque Él ya le ha dado todo lo que usted desea. ¿Okay? Parte de la oración es que cuando nosotros oramos, la mayoría de nosotros entramos ahí porque estamos pidiendo algo, necesitamos algo de Dios. Cuando estamos en eso, es bueno considerar que Dios es omnipotente y Él sabe todas nuestras necesidades. Entonces, si Él sabe todas nuestras necesidades, es de Él. Eso ya ha sucedido. Eso ya ha sucedido. Lo que está pasando a usted en este momento es temporal. Todo eso es temporal. Sus necesidades, en una línea de tiempo, sus necesidades ya están cumplidas. Entonces, lo que usted tiene que saber es que si ya están cumplidas, entonces lo que tiene que hacer es entrar en agradecimiento a Dios. Gigi sacó un libro que tiene, en donde la cual ella escribe las 3 razones por qué ella está agradecida. Todos los días se escribe las razones por qué estoy agradecido. Entonces, cuando usted se pone a leer ese libro de agradecimiento, lo que usted va a ver es que Dios es fiel. Cualquier cosa que usted le ha pedido, Él ha cumplido. De igual manera, cualquier cosa que usted necesite hoy día, mírele una línea de tiempo. En esa línea de tiempo usted va a ver un año después, eso ya está cumplido y eso ya no es una necesidad, eso es agradecimiento. Si usted empieza con lo que usted desea, el cambio que usted quiere en su vida y lo pide a Dios una vez más, está diciendo, Dios Padre Todopoderoso, para ti todo es posible. para mí no, para ti todo es posible. Y yo confío en ti que lo que necesito ya lo has cumplido. Entonces le pide una vez y después en agradecimiento. Lo que pasa aquí es algo muy, muy lindo, porque Dios no le quiere ver a usted con una alma que le falta algo, le quiere ver a usted regocijándose en Dios, enseñándole que Él cumple con su palabra. Entonces, qué cosa más linda, que usted acaba de pedir eso y todos sus amigos saben que usted todavía necesita todo eso y usted está aquí regocijándose en Dios, ahí agradeciendo a Dios porque usted sabe que Dios es nuestro Dios cumple con cualquier cosa que nosotros necesitamos. Es solamente nuestra fe. Nuestra fe nos dice, así como el librito de Gigi ese libro dice que estoy agradecido por todo esto porque esto me has cumplido. Cualquier cosa que necesite ahora lo tiene que cambiar. Entonces, el agradecimiento es una fuerza magnética como dice Bob Proctor, la ley de atracción. Ahora, si usted se coge y se queda en lo que usted necesita, usted va a traer eso. Yo tuve una señora que hace bienes y raíces. La señora vino acá, tenía problemas de matrimonio, tenía problemas de esto y estaba toda desesperada, toda completamente desesperada. La señora sentada ahí y me está diciendo todos sus problemas. Y yo le digo, me parece que me está diciendo que no tiene trabajo, esto y el otro. Ahora le digo algo, hace su espejo, le dice que saque el espejo, le digo, mírese ahí. ¿Usted le daría a esta persona su propiedad para que la venda? Dígame, ¿usted le daría a esa persona su propiedad para venderla? Dice, no, exactamente, usted tiene que cambiar su manera de ser. Aunque no esté, todo todavía esté lo mismo, usted tiene que cambiar, porque lo que usted da es lo que usted va a traer. Aparte, la señora demasiadas razones por qué sentirse abajo, pero ella encontró la razón para agradecer a Dios. La razón estaba en sus hijas, que como digo, el matrimonio se fue afuera, pero quedaron sus hijas. Todo eso agradeció porque podía caminar, agradeció porque tenía su carro, agradeció por muchas cosas. Entonces cambió su actitud. Después, ahora me llama, señor Pablo, usted no sabe lo que usted me hizo a mí ese día. Este año estoy haciendo más de $300,000. Es así. Este fin de semana también tuve un señor que vino a la oficina y el señor me hizo acuerdo que el año pasado, cuando él vino acá, yo le dije un par de palabras solamente para que se ponga a agradecer a Dios por lo que tiene. Y en ese momento el hijo estaba yendo con problemas de adicción, esto y el otro. Él estaba en un punto que no sabía dónde acudir. Y él no es una persona tan religiosa, pero el Señor dice, Pablo, tus palabras fueron las que me ayudaron y mírame aquí, soy un hombre completamente diferente. Mi hijo ha cambiado, mi hijo está cambiando recto, no tiene ningún vicio ni nada y es lo mejor que podemos tener. Tú no sabes lo que tú hiciste para mí ese día. O sea, hacer a cualquier persona, nosotros estamos supuestos a ser faros de la luz de Dios. Estamos supuestos a acoger a una persona necesitada y enseñarle que Dios está con la persona. Dios está con la persona y para Dios todo es posible. Cuando empecé el show con Gigi, me pregunta, Pablo, ¿de qué estás agradecido? Yo digo, estoy agradecido porque mi hija está empezando una nueva oportunidad hoy día. Lo que pasó con mi hija es, desde pequeña, ella tenía un problema hablando, no hablaba corrido ni nada, entonces le sacaban de la clasecita para darle clases para hablar. Y bueno, la niña se levantaba, se iba a coger su clase y bueno, al final del día, ella se graduó con honores del high school, se graduó con honores Syracuse University, sacó su masterado acá en NYU, entonces es lo mejor ahora. Entonces, pensando en los tiempos de ella, cuando ella podría haberse sentido mal, inadecuada, lo que sea, lo que cogió, sintió agradecimiento en lo que tenía y agradecía su clasecita que tenía, y por esa clasecita que tenía, ella llegó a lograr todo esto que tiene ahora. Ahora está empezando un nuevo trabajo con 6 figuras, no tiene ni 3 años de salir a la universidad. Lo mejor que un padre puede querer. Isn't that right, Gigi? Right?
So
The best
beautiful.
thing
What a
you
beautiful
do
story.
is for your kids to do well. And just say my daughter's starting a new job today, 6 figures, all good, in just 3 years out of school. So,
What
something
more can we not be grateful for, right? It's just sending love and being grateful and watch your world change. It's all about really start your day. The biggest message that that we can send from this show is watch your life change once you wake up in the morning and write down 3 things you're grateful for. And it's just your life will turn around because we're not taught to do that in school. So it's something that we're teaching here, and I hope you take action to doing that. Am I correct?
that is completely correct. Let's go out there and be grateful to God for everything that you have.
That's where it
Once you
begins.
become grateful, you're going to attract that. That's exactly what you're going to attract next. Whatever you're lacking, you will see that it's all coming.
Absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Pablo, for your wonderful messages. And
Thank you,
until next
Gigi.
time, this is Living in Faith. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye.